You're watching Pyro Media Network. Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Conversations with Clergy with your boy, Dr. Donta Morrison, and my phenomenal, amazing, fantabulous partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend,
Dane.
Hey, so we are back for another round of Conversations with Clergy, and we're glad to have you here with us on tonight. We got an amazing lineup of topics to just discuss. We're going to ask for you to help us just make this conversation flow, make this conversation go. And, it's been a lot going on. We're in a very, what can we say, hypersensitive climate right now when it comes to political awareness and political dialogue.
DEFCON.
Yeah, DEFCON. We're at DEFCON 6, right? Or DEFCON 1 right now when it comes to just having these conversations. But it's important. So tonight we're going to just talk about all that kind of stuff. We're going to really just kick it off with just how was your weekend, D, N, and the A?
My weekend was actually good.
Let me get some folks up in this piece.
Steelers won, Joe.
The Steelers playing still?
Wow.
I don't watch sports.
You don't even watch sports. I didn't even sound right. The Steelers playing still? What the heck? Yes. So we won. Church was good. Church was really good.
Okay.
Had a good time.
Did you go to the Taste of Soul?
I did not.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be the taste of soul.
Bruh, talk about
not
it.
the
talk about
break of soul.
Talk about it.
You pay more for your stuff at the Taste of Soul than you actually do at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I didn't go. And plus, I didn't feel like walking around, doing all that walking around anyway.
Well, you can't walk because you're kind of.
I got a knee scooter.
Ooh,
you
would have loved to see.
I would have been going through the crowd like me.
I would have loved.
I would have took the little.
I would have loved to have seen that.
The little horn off of Timmy's bike.
And I thought that you might be at Lula, Washington doing their. They didn't.
Oh, the African? No, they didn't do it
this year.
Well, they're not with the school anymore. They both promoted up, so they're middle school now.
Got it.
That was for elementary school.
Got it.
So okay. Did you go?
Say less. Yes, I did go to the Taste of Soul over this past weekend. I went out there, and for those that don't know, the Taste of Soul is the largest, I would say, street festival that happens in South LA. It's really a great event. It's hosted by the LA Sentinel, KJLH Radio. I think the Wave has a part of it. There's a lot of food vendors. It's kind of trying to be the Taste of Chicago. I've been to the Taste of Chicago and the Taste of.
Why you gotta downplay? Why you gotta say they're trying to be somebody else? They're doing their own thing.
Because I've been to Taste Chicago.
But that's for Chicago.
Taste Chicago is nothing to be played around with.
Right. But every city has their taste of something.
Yeah,
You from here?
I'm from here, but I went to Taste Chicago.
Joe said not. I don't know what he said. Not.
He said it's not Taste Chicago. Taste Chicago is a beast. Taste
I've
Chicago
never been.
It's amazing.
It's nice.
So Taste Chicago, like you said, the Taste of LA is really about, you can go to one food vendor and they empty your whole wallet out, like
for a sliver.
They charge you it's usually $20 per plate, and it's fish, barbecue, and chicken.
Hey,
fish, chicken, barbecue. But then when you go to Chicago, they give you these tickets. So you got like tickets to go and taste all the different things, and it was amazing. I literally loved it. I don't know if Taste Chicago is still like that. I haven't been to the Taste Chicago in about 15 years. That's when I first went. Only time I went, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the Taste Chicago also had an amazing musical lineup. It was a beast. Taste of Soul though, it's good, but it's one strip. It's up and down Crenshaw. They normally have a good lineup of guests, but this year
they be having the same people every year.
It just didn't hit like it normally hits.
Who did they have this year?
This year they had Tony featuring Dwayne Wiggins.
It wasn't all of them. No, I know for a fact it was.
It was Dwayne Wiggins. Yeah. They had Eric Benet, but I didn't get to see him. And I know they had John B. and they had Climax. But the problem is they did not have the lineup scheduled, so you didn't know.
Or they didn't have it posted.
Yeah, so you didn't know who was going on at what time. So that made it difficult. Like, I really want to see Eric Benet. I like Eric Benet, but I didn't know, what time he would perform.
Or what stage.
Right. So I would have left a certain area to walk to get some chicken, fish, or barbecue.
For $1,000.
Right. I would have missed Eric Benet. But, I'm glad that they continue to do it, but the weather was perfect. The weather was great this year. The crowd is always fun. It's always a good time. It's just
until the evening.
Until the evening. If you ain't got no money though, just don't go.
Stay home.
Stay home. So listen, we are glad that you are joining us on tonight. We have a lot of things to really talk about. This is your first time watching. Welcome to Conversations with Clergy. Why is it called Conversations with Clergy? You might be asking. Because both of us are clergy, and we want to show you that there is other sides of clergy outside of what you're normally seeing on social media. All that river deep. All that vernacular that really supersedes your understanding.
That's a nice word right there.
It is. We are two down-to-earth brothers that love God. We're two down-to-earth brothers that profess Christianity. We're two down-to-earth brothers that keep it 100. We keep it real. We're two down-to-earth brothers as we're trying to build community and let people know, come on, we can pray for you and we can hang out with you. We wanted to say. So, I'm Donta. I'm part of the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, and that really who is supporting and sponsoring Conversations with Clergy. So the HIV Vaccine Trials Network is a think tank of researchers that's focusing on developing vaccines for illnesses such as HIV, COVID-19, tuberculosis, and what have you. If you are unfamiliar with what the HVTN does, please visit their website at www.hvtn.org. hvtn.org to learn more about the HVTN and what the HVTN does. Time for your shameless plug, Dana. What you do, what church you go to, all that kind of stuff. Let me get some more folks up there.
You said what church I go to?
Yeah, share your business.
No, because they might try to find you.
That's what this all about. Ministry. It's ministry.
I attend the Holy Assembly Church of God in Christ. My pastor is Bishop C.E. Milton. I am an elder staff there. Actually spoke a couple of weeks ago.
I missed it.
I know.
I missed it.
Come.
I'm sorry, my bad. But go ahead.
And my title of my subject was called Moving Day.
Ooh, Shabbat. Unpack that. Go ahead.
No, you should have been there. Don't try to get enough for free. You didn't put that in the offering.
See, that's the problem.
That's
the problem. That's why folks ain't going nowadays. That's just why they ain't going now.
You didn't help my honor.
You got to pay for this word.
But no, I'm a writer, singer, producer. Currently working on some things right now. Me and my writing partner Jerome Clayton. We got a few things in the fire and the iron. So just be on the lookout. We up next.
You say fire's in the iron?
Iron in the fire.
Iron in the fire.
Did I say it backwards?
You said it backwards.
Dude, we are getting older.
But it's all good. It's all
good.
It's all
we
good.
are going up the ladder. And we're tired. We work all day. I said fire in the iron?
Fire in the iron. It's okay.
They know what I meant, though.
It's okay. You from Buffalo. It's okay.
Wow.
So let's get to our first topic. Tonight's first topic. Right. Tonight, in Jesus' name. Tonight's first topic. Come on, Kwame. Let's hit it up. So if you have not been checking out the news, Delta Airlines shot themselves in the
Woo!
foot. Delta Airlines beasted, and I'm not sure what's really going to happen as far as when it comes to military support, but Delta Airlines kicked off a U.S. veteran for having a shirt that they deemed to be offensive. The shirt said, "Do not give into the war within, end veteran suicide." The shirt says, "Do not give into the war within, end veteran suicide." I don't see anything inappropriate about that t-shirt. I don't see anything inappropriate about the language. I don't see anything appropriate about what was said in veteran suicide. Come on, frat. I already canceled my Sky Miles account with them. And I'm sure
Joe.
this is going to hit Delta Airlines in the pocket in a huge way. So basically, this is a Marine Corps veteran. She hopped on the plane and she was going to see her.
I was gonna wonder if that was
she hopped on the plane to go see her sister who was in the Marines. So it's like veteran going to support active duty, hopped on the flight. One, they sat her way in the back. That was one. But then the flight attendant said, "Hey, can you stand up? You got to get off the flight because that t-shirt is offensive." I don't know what part of the t-shirt is offensive, but it speaks volumes about the level of insensitivity when it comes to members of the armed forces or those who have just fought for the rights that you are living in America.
But what's wrong with the t-shirt?
I don't know. No one knows.
What's offensive?
I don't know. No one knows. No, did it offend you?
Maybe because the shirt is more black. If it was a white shirt, maybe they would have. I'm just.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand, but
maybe because it was a black shirt with the white letters are small.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. It
No,
doesn't make
yeah,
any
that's
sense
weird.
whatsoever. So of course I know Delta is breaking their back to go out there and figure out how are we going to damage control this situation. Now she was up front. When she came back, they put her in the back. Wow. So you moved her seat on top of that. And we're talking about a Marine. Now, first of all, she could have snapped your neck. First of all, she's a Marine. I was an Air Force. You know, we typed.
I was good.
But Marines are radical about being Marines. So it was beyond offensive. Delta Airlines, I mean, come on. I don't know what you guys are going to say, what you're going to do. But then all those people that's always talking about, you know, don't let one person speak on behalf of the whole organization. Okay, really? Come on.
Y'all hired him.
Yeah, y'all hired the individual, but that goes to everything. So don't pick and choose when you don't want to have this one person represented, because y'all do a really good job of saying, oh, this person right here represents the whole bulk of whatever demographic we're talking about. So Delta Airlines, you put your foot in your mouth, you shot yourself in the toe. What do you think they're going to say, though?
What can they say? They can't say anything.
No, they can say something. They're going to spin it.
They're gonna just probably fire the person or put them on administrative leave.
Right.
Did your TV come on by itself?
No, it did a reboot.
We're about to leave.
It did a reboot.
Yeah, I was about to say, conversation with Clergy. I'm out because I know we both like this, and that daggone TV just came on.
Focus on the thing.
I was focused.
You got caught up in the TV did a reboot.
Oh, okay.
The TV did a reboot.
I hope that's what it is.
It did a reboot.
Now go ahead. I'm a little nervous now.
Got lost. So a Delta spokesperson told People magazine that the matter with the customer has been resolved. We appreciate her patience as we continue to work to understand what occurred during this event. Most importantly, we are thankful for her service to our country. It is too late.
She should fly anywhere for free for the rest of her life,
as well as anybody that served in the armed forces of the United States. Yeah, I mean, and it's weird because it seems like nowadays, and I know that flight attendants or whatever, they're on edge because things have happened in the skies that make them be like, yo, I got to be careful because anything can jump off. However,
that's a t-shirt.
It's a t-shirt.
She didn't say anything that we know of.
But it's people that's in certain positions of power now to be power tripping. You know, it's like, okay, we know that you have the right to kick people off. We know that you have the right to call the FAA and have them banned for life. But it's like, come on, are you serious? This is just dumb. Right. No. I agree, Fred. They better give every vet a free round trip and 10,000 miles. Yeah, Delta got to eat crow for this one. All right. So that was Delta Airlines. So next up, I want to give a shout out to my brother friend California State Assemblyman Mike Gibson, because he has orchestrated this event, Men of Color Supporting Kamala Harris for President. Okay, and the event is a round trip from California to Arizona on Friday, October 25th through Sunday, October 27th. They're going to meet at Compton College. They're going to depart at 9:30 a.m. or they're going to depart at 11 a.m. So if you want to be a part of this movement, so they're going to rally all these men of color. They already have one bus that's filled. They're going to fill yeah, they're going to bus. They're going to fill the second bus. They're going to go down to Arizona and they're going to try to turn the state. They're going to try to turn the state. If you want to participate in this phenomenal event, scan the QR code to RSVP or go to the link to RSVP events.democrats.org /event/731-248. So I think that this is a great move.
Yeah.
It's really something when you think about just this political climate of what is going on and men of color supporting Kamala Harris. And I was talking with somebody the other day.
Question. Is it only limited to men of color?
Well, no. I'm sure they'll let white men on there.
Okay.
But I mean, they trying to get.
I know. Yeah, I got you.
I'm sure they're not gonna turn nobody away.
Yeah.
But I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, actually, talking about just the presidential race and whatnot. And my thing is, you don't have to like, Kamala. You don't have to like Trump. You can love Kamala or you can love Trump. But it's just a way to articulate that I think will make this a more healthy type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
But right now it's so toxic. It is so toxic on all social media platforms. TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Anywhere you go right now, you are going to be traumatized by some of the things that's being said about humans. Just humans. And we also said something else because everybody out there woofing and wanging about, she's not black or she's not black enough or whatever the case may be. But I know it was at one point in the black community that certain things we would talk about amongst ourselves.
Yeah, but what did I say?
Well, because of things she said in the past. But you can look at that. But you think about Dana, go back to growing up. Certain things we only talked about amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Nobody else can say nothing.
Uh-huh.
And I think that when you look at just a lot of the vitriol that people are saying about her, people of color are saying about her, it's like, yo, can we have like our own little conversations about this? But y'all putting this out there and you letting folks that ain't us just sit back and say, oh, well, they're going to do all the work for us to break her down.
But here's the thing. It's like our community, we always sit and say, oh, we wish one day a woman would be president.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we wish one day a man would be president. Oh, black, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A black woman, black woman. So when we get in the position of potentially having that,
Mm-hmm.
y'all tearing her down.
Mm-hmm.
Some black people tore Barack down. And it's like, you damned if you do, if you don't. And it's like, It's crazy because we have an opportunity to change this entire world around for futures, history to come. And they trying to tear it down before it even happens.
They tearing it
and it's
down.
crazy because as soon as she wins, those same people gonna be the ones probably trying to get to the rally.
I don't know. I think some people hate her so much that they just.
That's a strong word.
I know black people, black women specifically, that cannot stand her. And I'm looking like, wow.
But it's like, why though?
Yeah, but they've never been able to fully articulate the why. It's always been it's something about it. It's just something about her. And I think when you talk about anybody and you say it's just something about them, that's a cop-out to me. Give me some hard, concrete facts about the why.
But people don't like us.
They don't like us, but they can't tell me, well, they probably can't say why.
Yeah, but are they going to say why to us?
They don't say why to us.
Yeah.
Joe just said, I don't think she's going to win. And you know what? That is.
You might be true, Joe.
Might be true because the way I'm looking at the narrative and how everything is happening, it's sad to say that she is not a shoo-in. At one point, I thought she was a shoo-in. I'm like, oh, she got this. It's whatever. But until I started seeing the amount of us, people of color in general.
So really you think that they're not going to vote at all, or you think they're going to vote for him?
I think they're going to vote for an independent. I think they're going to either vote for Cornel West. They're gonna vote for an independent runner. They're not gonna vote. So
you see Cornel as the president?
no. And I met him. I interviewed him.
I met him before,
but I mean, I just know in this political climate, no. Sad to say, no. But I just think that they're gonna damage it. Because I ain't voting for neither one of them. I'm gonna just vote for this person over here. So you giving this person, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 votes that we needed to get her into office. And I get you don't like her, but do you like him more? And I think that's the question. You don't like her, but do you like him more? And when you sit back and you look at it, if you take an honest look and like, okay, the stuff that he is saying, the stuff that he is doing, how he is behaving, how he is even being interviewed, if Biden did that, when Biden was slow, we saw Biden's kind of like, what's going on with the president? It was like, yo, get him out of office. But this other guy do stuff similar to what they crucified Biden for. It's like, oh, well, it's just the environment. It's the suns in his eyes. It's this kind of stuff.
Right.
And we keep seeing stuff over and over and over that is showing a level of incompetence, but people are looking beyond that and saying, well, you know what? He's still going to lower gas prices. Seriously?
Okay. What does that mean?
Really? So I don't understand it. So what did Kwame say? I think she will, but it'll be close, very close. This is not a shoe-in at all. We got a lot of work to do. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
But a lot of folks have already voted. They've already voted for him. A lot of folks that we even think is going to vote for her have voted for him. People we like, you ain't up for real. You are. And I mean, on the strength of what happened to the Central Park 5 should be enough for us to realize this ain't our best interest. It's not our best interest, but I don't know.
And you can't say, he's a changed person. He's changed.
No, he's not. He's the same. He's the same exact
worse.
individual. Yeah. But again,
if he wins, he's gonna be even worse. Because it's like,
he's gonna wear us out.
I would do all this, and he's gonna be like Tupac.
Yeah,
all of them. They done shot me 80 times, and I'm still the man.
Yeah, he's gonna wear us out, and his fans are gonna be unbearable to live with. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be unbearable. I mean, I don't know. So, and I don't like having political conversations because it divides families, it divides friendships. But at the same time, I do believe in having respectful debate. And I'm seeing that a lot of people on social media cannot have respectful debate, and a lot of folks on social media are not critical thinkers, and that is scary. That is scary. One thing Trump might do is break the black voting bloc, which is one of our only political powers in this country. Damn shame. Agreed. 100%. 100%. He gonna put some work in, and I think those who are thinking that he got their best interest at heart, they're gonna be sitting back. They're not gonna admit that they made a mistake, because their pride and their ego is going to take over. They're not going to admit they made a mistake, but they're going to be sent back like, God dang, I'll be Jim Brown. Look what done happened. Look at what done happened. So, but this is what me and my friends are doing on this Friday. And right, I'll be Jim Brown. And this could be something that you might want to incorporate in your neighborhood or amongst your crew.
I'm going to be home about it.
So we got a few friends coming over this week, and we're gonna go through the ballot book, and we're gonna go through every single page, because we also forget about the importance of voting on a local level,
right,
and learning what's happening locally. So we do this every year, but this year I'm gonna elevate it and make it a big old to do, and we're gonna go page by page. We're gonna look at all the propositions. We're gonna look at the judges. We're going to look at we're going to look at everybody, and we're going to vote. We're going to talk about it and dissect it. What we normally do, we open the book, we look through it, and then we Google propositions. We Google the bios of the candidates and all that to really get a full understanding of who is about to be a judge, who is about to be the DA, who's about to be this. It's important that people.
Some people just go until they get to president.
They do president, and everything else is like a scantron you did in high school.
And next thing you know, they're going to put somebody in there that's closing down all the big lots.
All the big lots. Ain't no more Walgreens.
Ain't no more Walgreens. Ain't no more big lots.
Yeah. We'll get some people see.
Yo, conversation with Clergy.
What's up, Heavenly Ray Hendricks? How you doing, Queen? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to Conversations with Clergy. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go into our third topic, second segment. And this is going to be one that's going to require you to help us unpack it. So we're back in about 2 minutes. Go get some water. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the second half of Conversations with Clergy. If you missed the first half, don't worry about it. You can catch it on the replay. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/ I'm on so many different shows. I almost gave the wrong one. Like, go there. I do so many.
Listen here.
YouTube.com / Donta Morrison. Check us out on YouTube to follow that and check out all the other episodes we've done. We've had a lot of amazing guests over the 4 or 5 years we've been doing this. I mean, we've had like Nikki Howard, we had Karamo Brown, we had Nico Anon, we had Uncle Clifford from P Valley, we had Calais Stewart. We've had celebrity hairstylists. We've had some makeup artists. We've had
drink champs.
A
little small.
Jamie. We've had artists galore. We've had a lot of phenomenal people on Conversations with Clergy. Well, the Donta show. We had author, poet, spoken word artist Joe McClain.
Unicorn McClain.
Been on here. We've had some phenomenal guests, so make sure to check us out. Look at all our past episodes. But right now, we're going to go into another subject that is still up for debate. People are debating it, and then you're going to help me navigate this. We're going to talk to each other about this one just to see how your experience growing up was versus my experience growing up. So we're going to talk about a thing called toxic masculinity. Masculinity is just some kind of catchphrase that we can kind of ignore and push to the back burner. Others are like, no, it's something we really need to address because it is not allowing young men to live authentic or true or whatever. So do you know what toxic masculinity is?
I'm about to find out. I heard it before.
You heard it before?
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Because I know he's about to put up the explanation.
Right. Oh, I got all of them. I got all of them. We need to talk about toxic masculinity. All right. So toxic masculinity, basically, if you think about when you were raised and you were growing up and you were told, don't cry, that inserted a level thing that made you behave a certain way, But it's also something that people are saying it inserts this form of power that men think they have over women. You know, so toxic masculinity, it can lead to aggressive relationships where the man feels that, listen, if I'm not telling her what to do, if I'm not beating her, unfortunately, if she's not doing it, she's not doing that, then she's not in her place. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Growing up, what were you told about a man's place versus a woman's place?
So many different stories. I've never got anything negative regarding that. I knew that in my eyes, what we were told, the man was supposed to provide, take care of the household, help take care of the children. The woman was not told. Some women were told not to work. Some were told to still work and handle, household duties with children, the daily stuff like that. So it was just a mixture.
So if the man doesn't work, is he less of a man?
No, because you could provide in other ways.
How?
Mentally.
Okay.
Some people's love language is being there. You can provide. You can still be the head of the household, just being there, being present.
Okay. Do you think we put a lot of emphasis on the man having to be the breadwinner?
Yes.
Okay. What does that do to men?
Emasculate them.
Really?
Yeah. Because some guys can't handle a woman making more than them.
Oh, that's true. So if you're a fella out there, if you're watching on tonight, can you handle a woman making more than you? Can you date a female that makes more than you? Would you be comfortable dating a woman that actually paid for the date? That paid when y'all went out because she knew your bread was low and her wallet was fat? Would you be okay with that?
I think some guys mask it at the time. Oh, yeah, okay. But in the back of their mind, they're probably like, man, this is because me personally, I'll be like, man, she doing this or whatever, she's doing it. But then soon she's probably going back to tell her girls everything. Like, this nigga couldn't even pay for the straws.
I had to buy the
napkins. I had to even pay for the hot water to rinse off the silverware.
And I think that when we think
look at Joe, he's like,
yeah.
Joe got him a sugar mama.
Yeah, let's start saying, why should that be a problem either way? Because when we talk about how young boys are raised up, and even the expectations of some women, it's like if your man allows you to pull out your wallet and pay for anything, then he's not a real man. But ladies, how many of you out there who are watching, would you be okay paying for a man that may be low on bread or are in a season of transition? We're trying to elevate his funding. He's going through it. He's not in it. He's going through a season of transition where he may not have the bread to do it. So I see Lakeisha's on here. I see the stars on here. Would y'all be okay taking care of a man that did not make as much as you? You living in a house together, and some couples, they split things 50-50, but in your house it's split 90-10 because you making the bulk of the bread. Would that be okay? Would you still love him and see him as just that dude?
I mean,
Lakeisha said nope. No.
You gotta elaborate on more than Lakeisha though. It can't just be no.
He said no. He said, be glad she didn't put him in front of it.
I know she would. That's fine.
Kwame said, look at that girl that went viral last year or so about her in the Cheesecake Factory and making the dude feel bad because of the standards. Right. Now, and more than likely, the female...
That was just for clicks.
It was for clicks, of course. But there are females out there like that. And usually the females that complain about where the dude take them to eat cannot afford where they really want to go.
Right.
They can't afford it. So you mad that he took it to somewhere that you can get on your own. Now, you want to have Morton's and you want to have Nobu and all that, but you don't make Morton's or you don't make Nobu money.
Right.
So now you want this dude, to pay for you to have this elevated lifestyle, and you couldn't do it by yourself. Joe said, I'm retired and still make 6 figures a year. Let me in a situ who makes $225 and wants to splurge on me a little bit. Let me STFU and enjoy the agreed. But Joe, at the same time, you make 6 figures. You make 6 figures and you're retired. So therefore, if she did make that kind of money, she knows you can still meet her at some point. But let's say you made $50K a year and she making $225. And every time y'all go out, she like looking like, Joe, do you have this one? And you're like, oh no, baby girl, I just paid my cell phone bill. That's the bulk of my check. You know,
I think every time is a bit much, even if you have the money for a female paying for a man, every time. But see, we can't even do that this day and time because of who people are dating. If I could
go ahead, elaborate. Go ahead.
You know, because what if it's two guys going out? What if it's two women going out?
Right.
So who pays when you?
What?
Who pays? So you don't pay?
No, we pay. We split it.
Okay,
we split.
Well, I mean, say that because you was almost about to.
No, we split. But it's like you said, it's a different.
It's dynamic. A different dynamic now.
But you know, but same sex relationship, we don't have a manual. We don't have a guidebook. We don't have people telling us. But you got now, just since you opened that door,
well, it has to be talked about.
No, so you got to understand that a lot of gay men are uncomfortable having another man pay for them. Because we still grow up under that heteronormative thought process to say you are the one that takes care of, you are the one that pulls out the money, you are the one that does this. So if you go out, you be looking like, no, I got it. He like, no, I got it. He like, no, bro, I got it. He like, no, bro, I got it. So y'all going back and forth because you both want to be the man at the table. Right.
Well, here's the thing, Paul Star just said.
And when women go out to eat, if they're a lesbian couple, nobody pays. Because you're like, I ain't there for no broad. And they're like, I ain't there for no broad. So they sit there for hours trying to figure out who gonna pay because I didn't put my purse for you, sis.
Kwame, could you put Star's comment back up? Okay, so she did 60-40 in a few months, but later it flipped around and we did it. So that right there, I think is good. If you set a time frame, to where. Okay, when you gonna be at where you need to be?
You got 6 months,
right? You know what I'm saying?
You got 6 months.
But that conversation needs to be had when y'all start dating.
But more than likely, now let's take Lakeisha's comment. Lakeisha said no. It was no explanation.
She just said
it was
nope.
No. Now I'm wondering.
Look at her face.
Now I'm wondering if that is an age thing. Because women who are older and established, seasoned, and established, and they have everything, they're good. And like you meet this dude, and he's not good. She more than likely is like, oh, I'm not at this state in my life, at this pinnacle in my life, to be taking care of a man that is also the same age as me.
Okay, I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
they gotta be the same because some women will take care of a young man.
They'll cougar fire it. They'll cougar fire
it. Lay it out.
Yeah, they'll cougar fire it. But you think about it, it's like I'm up here and I worked hard to get up here, and then here you come right here.
Right.
You know, it's not my fault. You don't have 3 wives and you got alimony and child support. That's not my fault. I'm not paying.
Right.
You know, so I think like Joe said, every relationship is different. Yeah. It's about the dynamics. But if we meet here, now let's just say he hits a bump in the road, ladies, and the plane starts to go down. Would you stay with him? Would you stay with him? Would you stay with the man that was no longer able to financially support you because he lost his job? He don't want to work no more. He got a dream. He's pursuing his dream. Would you stay?
Keisha need to listen to Donta, Clergy.
I can't do it.
But we get up. You're not gonna let him get up.
Keisha said no.
If he falls down, you leave him before he get up.
Keisha said, "Be up here, and you be up here. You know, don't meet me and you right here.
Be on the top floor.
Yeah, right, top floor. You gotta have a special key to get up there. You ain't got the key to the penthouse.
The car, you gotta swipe.
We ain't good. But I mean, it makes me wonder because oftentimes, and we see this in heterosexual relationships, when the wife hits a speed bump or the wife begins to struggle, then the husband will more than likely pick up the slack.
Right.
He'll do it. But if the husband hits that same speed bump, do women extend that same amount of grace? Or do they be like, well, babe, you got a month, but you got to get back out there. Stop crying. Yeah, stop crying. You know. So the star said, wait, he don't want to work or he can't find a career. He don't want to work.
There's my girl.
Sean says, okay, so if he listens to his job, that's totally different. But if you just the lazy as hell, no, right? Yeah, that's the thing. But now let's say, Sean, let's unpack that. Let's say you meet him. He doing good.
Sean,
he doing good. I don't know. He doing good. he lost his job, but once he lost his job, he says, "You know what, babe? This is my time to pursue that venture that I was gonna pursue. So I need you to hold it down for about a year. Hold it down for about a year, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and do this." And I'm saying this for a reason, because this is what happened with Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown quit her job, told her husband, "Give me some time to build up this enterprise and all this." And he said, "Babe, I got you." But do men the same way? If he says, "Babe, I'm about to quit my job and I'm gonna make this mobile car wash is gonna go off. It's gonna be it." Would you support your man, or would you be like,
it's like Tyler Perry's what's that, acrimony?
Yeah, acrimony.
Just
exactly.
like acrimony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's his venture? Let's say he wants to
make snail oil.
I don't know. He got a fashion business he wants to get. I'm not trying to be a rapper. Not in his 50s. Keisha is never too old. 2 Chainz was in his 40s when he dropped his hit.
Ice-T was in his 60s when he dropped his first hit.
Yeah. Joe said, "Hell no, they don't. They don't." So Joe, you said it's a double standard. It's a double standard that men support women when they're trying to find themselves and pursue their venture of being the next major eyelash tech or something like that. But when it comes to guys, we don't get the same
The
grace.
next barber.
Yeah, we don't.
The next line
we get
technician.
the same grace.
Loctician.
Right. Okay.
I think it varies, though. I think some women are kind and generous and loving, but
Are they pretty?
well, I mean, tax season comes around every year. Tax season comes around every year, so
It's her name Beulah.
Myrtle.
Yeah.
Mildred.
Pearl.
Hell no, not a, what you say, not a 50 what?
Not a 50 a rap career. Right. Go get a job. But you should never defer your dreams. Never.
Just do your dream part-time. Like I say all the time. People always say, "Man, why you been working?" I said, because God gave me talent, but he also gave me common sense. So I never wanted to be like a starving artist.
Right.
I didn't want to be hanging out.
You didn't want to struggle.
I can't even buy a small fry.
No, you didn't want to
I
struggle.
didn't want to struggle. So I do my stuff at night.
Yeah, you don't want to struggle. Joe said you can't be ugly as hell and having standards. Sis, meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle.
Woo! And he follows up with a picture.
But at the same time, we see guys doing the same thing. You see these dudes that it's like, bro, what are you bringing to the table? It's like you're unemployed. You're not the best. Your hygiene isn't up to par. We don't know how you pulled her, but you did pull her. But now you don't even want to work.
Here's one.
Yeah.
Would a woman invest in that guy's career?
Ooh.
Would you invest
in
his career?
Ooh.
Would it be a loan, or would it be, here you go, I'm giving you this because I love you?
I would stand with my man. Sean said I would stand by my man.
That's right, Sean.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good question. That's a good reasonably.
Right, reasonably, exactly.
It has to make sense. It has to make sense. But now I have seasoned queens that are watching on tonight. Is that because of age? Is that something that you evolved into as you got older, or would you have done that in your 20s?
Keisha ain't giving up a dime.
Not a dime.
Keisha not even calling me an Uber.
Not a morsel.
Keisha, can you call me an Uber?
No, lock the bottom lock on your way out. You ain't staying here. No,
Keisha,
no.
Can I use your bus?
Right. No, is this your toothbrush? No, you don't live here. Yeah, so no, I'm gonna think about, did that come when you got older? When you're younger, you put up with and you tolerate, different kind of things. But as you get older, it becomes different. So I think that's an age thing.
Yeah.
Because if you tolerate when you were in your 20s from females, you ain't gonna tolerate now.
No, I don't tolerate nothing from nobody.
Yeah. Yes, because when I was younger, it wouldn't have happened. So yes, with age is the maturity. So did your standard of men change, ladies? Did your standard of men change?
And Sean, color of men.
Yeah, and color of men. Ooh, that's a good one though. Because we always hear black women saying, ain't no good black men out there. I'm going to go ahead and get me another race, or I'm going to get me one of them.
She said, look, I'll send you on your way.
Five. Yeah, so we hear that all the time. We see a lot of interracial couples or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, love has no color. I get that. I'm not tripping off of that. But have you given up on black men?
Right.
Because sometimes when y'all see, sometimes when y'all
giving up on black women,
when y'all see a black man with a white woman, y'all be in upheaval. Y'all look at him. But would you date outside of your race? Sean said no. Never.
Sean, we're not talking about running. We know.
No.
We're not talking about running, Sean. We know.
No. Joe says good black men everywhere. They just trash women. Dude, Joe is coming for him. Ooh, Joe is coming.
That's right, Sean. All colors.
Heavenly said, I'm about to. Heavenly out.
Heavenly, she out.
Yeah, I'm sick.
She's about to find her an Asian guy, some young guy.
I'm sick of these Nino Browns with these broken promises. I'm sick of all that.
She's about to get her an Asian dude that owns half a Tesla.
Right, exactly. Or a Jewish man that owns all the downtown. Right. Exactly. I am at Heavenly Goldberg. That's gonna be her name. Heavenly Schwartzman. I am at
Heavenly Schnaskenheiser.
Right. Right. Now Heavenly says she loves her king. We love you too, Heavenly. I love it. And I think it's important that we have these kind of conversations because there truly is a double standard out there. Yeah, just the tired ones. Right. There's some trash black men, like there's some trash black women. Hey, bed. There's some trash
but
black
how do
men,
you know?
Yeah.
How far into the relationship do you find out that they're trash?
Right.
Excuse me.
I think it's at first sight nowadays.
You can smell trash on somebody's breath when they say hi to you, too.
Trash. Oh, Joe
said what?
That's a good point. If they date 15 black men and they all bad, they the common denominator. Take accountability.
Ooh, that was a mic drop, Joe.
Ooh.
Joe, you need to write something on that. You need to write a poem to that one, Joe.
He has.
Oh, he has one of those?
That's not. He has. But it's like the saying goes, everywhere you go, you always get into a fight, then it's you. Every time you go out, you get into a fight, then it's not where you're going, it's you. Let's look at you.
Well, don't nobody want to deal with you.
That accountability piece is true.
She said I'm equal.
Hey, keep like the brain is right. That's true, Jerry. I think that's something that should be unpacked. A lot of folks do not want to do.
Yeah.
They don't want to take self-accountability.
Me?
What? Yeah, what? No, they all raggedy. They all trash. They all that.
Come on, Holly Berry.
But sis, what are you bringing to the table? Sean says their combo, how they dress, how they talk, and sometimes on site you can tell a trash ass man. On site. And that comes with experience. If you, like Joe said, you done dated 15 trash dudes. By number 16, you need to know that he's trash. That he's trash. You need to know. It's something. What are you learning from?
It's what you're attracted to. It's what you're attracted to. Huh? It's what you're attracted to.
Trash.
Some people, it grinds my gears to see a beautiful woman with a guy that ain't jack. And then right next to it, after that, she's in another relationship with a guy. It's the same type of cycle. That's why sometimes if somebody's arguing or whatever, I don't get involved because you're going to be right back with them. And we done hurt each other, whatever, and you come jump on my back about get off my man. Or
if not back with him, somebody similar.
Yeah.
Like you dating Tyrone the third.
Right.
The same Tyrone that you had 2 years ago. No, that's true. And the same with men. They keep dating these same type of females and wondering why they having the same type of issues because you keep trying to
why they always broke.
Yeah, dating these Insta models so you can have cute pictures for the gram and whatnot, but she ain't got no education, she ain't got no job, she needs you to pay for all of her surgeries, all that kind of stuff. But you want this dime piece, on your arm so you can go out and brag. And it's like, really? So you don't want quality or substance.
Absolutely right. You have to be insane to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Thinking that you're gonna get different results.
Definition of insanity. Exactly. You have to carry yourself differently. You gotta carry yourself differently if you want to attract something different. But if you still got the same hair color, same nails, same dress, same outfit, going to the same club, guess what? You're gonna get the same dude every single time. You gotta change something about you. Because something about you is attracting that same knucklehead. And homie, something about you is attracting that same gold digger.
Yeah.
There's something about you. And you got to own that. You know, and if your friends are telling you, well, girl, you might want to loosen up the skirt.
But here's the crazy thing. Some guys probably like being sugar daddies.
Because they feel affirmed.
Yeah.
And they feel needed.
That's the crazy part to me.
But then they sad when the girl leave them for broke. There you go, Kwame. You sit in the mess too long and it starts smelling. Exchange that mess with SHIT and it starts smelling. You know, you sitting there long enough, you get used to it. Yeah. You get used to it. So at some point, you got to be like, yo, I need to change me. I need to work on me. There's something about
change me, oh God.
So we down to the last 10 minutes, y'all. We got a 10-minute warning. So you know, I think that we've talked about this enough. But I do hope that if you are out there listening and you did not comment and you are wondering how come you're attracting the same thing, how come you can't find the Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, and you keep getting Mr. or Mrs. Wrong, it's time for some self accountability.
Yeah.
Just look at what you can do differently. Look at how you even enter the situation. Do you walk in on the first date and throw up all your business? Do you tell everything? And we talked about that in the past. How much do you tell on the first date? Some of y'all talk too much.
It's how you carry yourself too every day. Yeah. Because even now with social media, people are watching you when you don't even think or know they're watching you. Mm-hmm. They're watching what you post. Mm-hmm. They're watching what you like. Mm-hmm. They're watching who you follow. Mm-hmm. They're watching who's following you. So they see all of that and just like, oh, okay. That's either going to attract them to come and say, oh, this person is desperate, got low self-esteem. I'm about to slide in their inbox, in their DM, and bang.
Because they thirsty.
And hook, line, and sinker.
They thirsty.
Right there.
Thirsty. And it also happens to, like Joe's my frat brother. Joe is my brother through and through. Joe is mad talented, mad skilled, mad everything. And Joe be out
just
there.
Mad because he's on the wrong damn team.
And Joe be out there. So even people that's out there, sometimes you can get in those spaces when you try to figure out, well, do you like me for me or because of my talent?
Right.
And that's something that a lot of clergy go through that too. Clergy, folks with talent, folks with skills, ball players, musicians, spoken word artists, all that. You attract people that like your talent. But then when they get to know you as a person, they like,
oh, yeah, you ain't like that.
You ain't like that. No. I'm like, well, I'm not always on stage.
Right.
I'm a human being.
Right.
But then you don't got so immersed into that lifestyle and what comes with being the girlfriend or the boyfriend of this celebrity and whatnot. You got caught up in that. But the real person, you don't like him. So you may not like Donta, the real person, but you like Donta that does the YouTube stuff, Donta does the public speaking, Donta that gets invited everywhere. You may like that. You may like Dana, the songwriter, Dana, the drummer, Dana, this. But when you get to know Dana, like, I don't like Dana, but he got some perks with him. So now you're tolerating people in a relationship, and that's not how it should be. You're an opportunist, and you're in something that you're tolerating. So I think you need to also ask yourself, is this person beneficial to me? Do I like this person, or do I just like what this person brings to the table?
Right.
And if you like what they bring to the table, then like Dana just said, you're an opportunist. And own that. And say you're an opportunist and be okay with it.
I know a lot of opportunists.
Yeah, a lot of opportunists. Sean just said, yeah, women are attracted to y'all preachers. They are. I mean, I've been married like at least 15 times. Based upon the fact they find I'm a minister. Oh, you love God? I do. And after that, I'm getting pies and cobbler and chicken and all kind of stuff. My mother getting cakes made for her and just everything. I'm like, good Lord. I'm like, but you do know I'm a homosexual. And then that shifts the whole narrative. Then now I'm a wasted man. Oh, you just a waste. Well, sis, I wasn't gonna get with you anyway, straight or gay. You and I'm my type. So what? I mean. That was my tangent. I done been 8 times. 8 times. I done had so many wives. I'm like Solomon. I done had so many wives, bro. But I'm like, yo, but this ain't good. Right? Come on, Joe. They want that Holy Spirit. Oh my God. Yeah, it's something different. It's a difference. Tony Ross said it's a lot of people. Once I got to know them, I didn't like them. Exactly. Once you get to know them, you don't like them. It's like, man, I thought you was something. because you got to know me based on my personality or what I give you online. After these cameras go off, we don't like each other. This is all up front. We do this for the ratings. the minute Kwame said cut and the camera stopped, like, all right, you out, right? You out. Now you go pee at home. You got a bathroom at your house. Don't use my toilet. Don't do that. No, we don't like each other. We don't like each other.
Dude, stop.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's close this up. Come on, Daniel, real quick. Give me 30 seconds of motivation. Let's knock it out. Go on, motivate the folks, man of God. I don't like this food.
This food said I've been there 8 times. I got collard, making my mom cake,
chicken, fish fries, all kinds of stuff.
Woo!
I'm starving now.
All right.
Same pots is put up.
I found me a nice one today. This is your Monday evening reminder.
Shut up, Andy.
Right. This is your Monday evening reminder that you can handle whatever this week throws at you. Okay? Whatever happens today, leave it in today. Pray about it. Oh, she wants to do spread love.
Stay focused.
Okay. Jesus.
We only got 3. You know Kwame finds us.
Okay, so this spread, see, I almost said it. Leave today and today, move on to the next day. Show love, give love to everybody. We love y'all, and there's a thing y'all can do about it.
Period, point blank. Before I do my motivation, make sure you support Joe McClain. He just put his link in the chat. JoeMcClainSpeaks.com. JoeMaxSpeaks.com. Go buy his book, Southern Fried Intimacy. That's one of his, I think, 15 or 16, 17 novels that he has written. I mean, he's an author, publisher, the whole 9, but he has another one coming out. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to read it. Can't wait to all that when it's coming out. But yeah, support my boy, JoeMaxSpeaks.com. My word of motivation on today is that you can do it. Know that you can do it. You were made for this. You were made for this. So anybody that tries to tell you otherwise, you just step back and say, no, I got it. I can do it. Keep pushing. And I know it gets difficult. It gets hard. It may even get lonely, but do not give up on yourself. You were made for this. You were made for this. And as people fall by the wayside, let them fall and let them lay there. Just let them lay there and keep going, because you're trying to pull folks along with you that ain't supposed to be on that next level with you. So do what you got to do for yourself. Be a little selfish in this season. Take care of you. Put you first. All right. So with that being said, you know you got to spread love
instead of spreading lies. No, I can do it. I like
no, I'm trying to do it.
Spread love
instead of spreading lies.
Spread love
instead of spreading lies.
I gotta check your seat after that. I heard a squirt.
I sharted just a little.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.